Do you ever think you're close to starting something, but perfection gets in the way? That little voice says, no, not yet, it's not good enough. I'll do it when it's perfect. The problem with perfectionism is that you'll never finish, or even worse, you don't even start. A 2022 study of 16 to 25-year-olds found that over 85% of participants identified having perfectionist traits. And that's a tragedy because sometimes done really is better than perfection. I set out to make the perfect cup of coffee, the kind of cup that would make hipster baristas cry tears of joy. I had the beans, the grinder, the fancy kettle, you know, the one with the swan neck. I was ready. First attempt, too hot. Second attempt, too weak. Third attempt, pH level was off by 0.3. Clearly undrinkable. I wanted a flawless cup. Perfect aroma, perfect taste, perfect crema. The kind of coffee where angels sing softly in the background. But every tiny imperfection meant throwing the cup away. Cup after cup after cup. Until I'd emptied the entire bag of beans with no coffee to show for it. Funny thing is that Apple had this exact same problem back in 2007. Only instead of serving nothing, they served the future.
But there is one more thing. Well, but there is one more thing. A phone and an internet communicator. An iPod. A phone.
So Apple were about to launch the iPhone. They were about to step into a brand new sector. They wanted to create the perfect, most revolutionary smartphone of the time. But the iPhone at launch wasn't perfect. There were no third-party apps. You couldn't copy and paste. Getting on the internet was pretty much impossible. And the battery life was pretty abysmal. But even with all of these failings, they launched it anyway. But they knew once they'd launched it, they could learn from that and improve on the next iteration. And if we think about the ecosystems and the new sectors that have been born purely from the iPhone, we think of all of the third-party apps that have been launched, such as Instagram and Twitter and X. Without the iPhone and the smartphone revolution, all of this would really have been impossible. Now, if I'd applied that thinking, I could have just drunk that first cup of coffee. Maybe not award-winning, but coffee. Instead, I had nothing except a sink full of wasted beans. And I think what I'd have realised is that preferences are just that, they're preferences. And while it might not have the perfect pH level, I might enjoy it, and I might know in the future what I would change, because I'd already tasted it. So by being done, I was able to think about the next iteration. So if you're waiting for perfect, you might never end. Or worse, you might not even start. Imperfect is the first step to developing your product. It's the first step to getting feedback and building on what you can learn from that information. Or it at least allows it to be drinkable. So what's your no coffee excuse? Hello? Yeah, come in. Here's your coffee. I think I'll have a tea instead.